Hello, crypto world. Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and on this channel, I delve deep into crypto charts, exploring chart structures, fractals, and patterns. Well, this video is not about a crypto chart, but it's about the DXY, the US dollar index. In this video, I want to talk about what I believe the DXY is doing and where I see it potentially going in the future. So it's been a while since I did an update on the DXY. So the DXY has been following a structure that was printed from 1985 to 2002. Now, I have taken this part of the chart and adjusted the structure over here to match the current timing, height, and depth of the chart over here. So what that means is this decline, for instance, right here, I took this decline, which was originally printed over here, and I matched it to the timing, height, and depth of this part right here, of this decline. When a fractal repeats, the basic idea copies over, but the timing, the height, and the depth, those parts do not copy over. Those will be original to the new iteration of that fractal. So that can mean a small fractal can play out on a larger scale or vice versa, or parts of a structure can be larger or smaller than other parts. So it gives a structure a freedom to have one part exaggerated while another part is suppressed. This can create a unique look to the structure, even though it is repeating the same basic idea. So let's zoom out for a second. Okay, so this is on a month candle, and you could see the basic theme of the DXY. So it starts over here, it then drops, and then it works its way back up. From that peak, it then drops, and then it works its way back up. Now, there's always this bottoming process that it goes through. So once again, it starts at its peak or high point, it drops, does its bottoming process, and moves back up. If we notice the first time it did this, and this was back in 1981, starting in 1981, going to 1985, this was a much steeper move up than, say, this one. Here we are zoomed in a little more. So we can see that this one has these flat areas. This one has brief pullbacks here and there, but for the most part, it's quite steep. Whereas over here, this theme is kind of being repeated of this flat areas. We have a much larger one over here. Now, the reason why it may be doing that is because charts tend to favor more recent history. So this structure right here is more likely to resemble what is happening over here than this one. But the same idea is still playing out, where it starts at a certain point, moves down, does a bottoming out process, and then moves back up. So let's zoom in over here and examine what still needs to be accomplished before this structure completes. Okay, so here we are zoomed in on a day candle. Now, the blue part is what has taken place. The gray is what is still missing. Now, to be honest, the DXY has been a little challenging as of late, and the reason is, here, let me zoom in here. Okay, so here we are zoomed in a bit more. Now, I originally thought this part of the DXY was playing out on a much smaller time frame. I thought this was potentially like this. I even made a video thinking, I think it was right here, this was potentially this starting to play out. Well, lo and behold, this ended up being quite a bit larger. It's still the same structure playing out, as you can see. Now, here we are once again with a move up. Now, this could potentially be this first wave right here. And if that is the case, we should continue to see the DXY move further up. Now, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here for a second. Now, this could potentially even be a larger iteration of this move down. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. So that is a possibility, something that we should be aware of. Or it could be something like this. Now, let's talk about this future peak that is yet to materialize. So this is one iteration of a peak that the DXY has done in the past. Let's zoom out and examine the bigger picture. Okay, so here we are on a month candle. Now, this is the peak that I have over here. And honestly, I don't know how high this will go. It could go higher. It could go this high. It could go lower. We'll have to see how that plays out. The other option is it could do something like this. So if I was to copy and paste this over here, it would roughly be something like this, where again, it's actually, if you copy it on a smaller time frame, you'll see that it's one wave, a peak, and then this wave right here, and it can be a little more distinct on a smaller time frame. But essentially, it's really just another iteration of this. So you would have one peak. If it did something like this central peak could be the highest one, and then a smaller peak on this side right here, basically a head and shoulders. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to do that. It could even be something original where this peak is the highest, this one is next in line, and this one's the shortest. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I just want you to know that there is some flexibility in the way this peak could actually materialize. Let's zoom back in here. So how this peak ends up materializing, how high it goes, how low these declines go in between, that's all yet to be seen. As of now, I would like to see some further confirmation that we are indeed embarking on something like this. Right now, it's kind of in one of those wait and see phases. But it is my belief that the DXY will move up. It will form a peak. How that looks is yet to be seen. So here we are zoomed out. Well, I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, it'd be much appreciated if you hit that thumbs up button. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. If you did enjoy what you saw here and you're not a subscriber yet, I recommend hitting that subscribe button. I'll continue to follow the DXY as it continues to develop. I'm so glad you caught this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day, and bye for now.